everyone, welcome to Jia Podcast. Faith is here once again, and today we are going to talk about platonic friends. Can a guy and a girl just be platonic friends?
Can we just friends?
Okay,
Okay.
what do you think?
Context. Okay, wait. Okay, personally, I find it a bit hard. Okay, wait. This just depends on how close,
How friends you
and
are?
how friends you are with the person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah. How friends you are with that person. That's
Well,
my-
actually, I find
that's my
it quite hard because on paper, on paper answer is, can you be friends with a boy? Of course,
Of
I would
course
say
lah,
yes.
yeah.
But would it always be platonic? That is up for debate.
Yeah, that one. I feel like that one. Yeah, that one is a lot to unpack. A lot of scenarios.
Yeah, because when I think when I was younger, I used to have a lot more guy friends.
Okay.
But as I grow older, I find sometimes maybe you end up in situations that is a bit
Grey.
weird. Yeah, grey. Yes, you're
Yeah.
right.
For me, is I see my friends in that kind of situation. Like, she got a lot of guy friends. Then she like very close to a lot of them. Then some is like truly like platonic, but then some started to get a bit like, you
Madly.
know,
Yeah, because
different points in her life. So I like, wow, okay, like I was like, okay, I don't want to be friends with you guys. No.
But do you consider yourself now to have a lot of guy friends?
No. Yeah, I think I still okay. Also because I grew up in an all girls school. I was in an all girls school for 10 years.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So I was only in co-ed when we were in like
JC.
junior college. Yeah. But I mean, and then like, I grew up in church also. But then I didn't mix around with a lot with the guys. Like how the groups were split were also like girls all the way. So in some sense, like I didn't really know how to interact with guys. Not in the awkward way, but it's just like cautious. Cause I don't want to like, do things or say things that may come off as like I'm taking interest in you. So I think a lot more when interacting with guys. Yeah.
I don't know, because I think at our age, right, you are in like, everybody is, if you are single, you are, I don't think like actively, but you are just like a maybe.
Yeah, high chance. Yeah.
You're always in
like,
this hey maybe stage.
Yeah.
So unless this
No
person
fair.
is definitely married, right, or
Yeah.
definitely in a relationship, you're like,
Yeah. Which like, that's why I feel a lot more comfortable with my guy friends who are attached or married. Cause I know that I will never take interest in them just because I know that
The boundary is already set.
It's very clear, right?
Yeah.
So I can just be like, I will. But I mean, I also try not to like, obviously like be so
Too
close until like
chummy,
what
yes.
lah, because I mean the person is attached also. So I mean it's also not in my nature in the first place to be very chummy with guys.
Actually, I do have a lot of friends who I consider good friends who are guys. But I cannot say that 100% me or the other person, right, has never once been like, what would it be like to date the person? Even if you're not like really like, it's that Chinese word is the 好感.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just get like a 好感about someone.
About somebody, yeah.
Yeah, and
Correct.
it's very, for some reason, right, if you're, for me, I think I like people very easily.
Okay.
Which is quite a disgusting thing to be honest. I don't like that about myself.
Okay,
but
okay.
You know what my mother say?
What?
My mother say I got daddy issues.
Wait for your mom to say that, it's just funny, right? Okay.
But okay, so but I do think I from a young age I have been quite desperate lah, lack of better
Or
term,
rather,
a bit of
easily attracted to guys or like, 好感. Easily catch the 好感. Yeah, it's
Because
not like
I
really
would
catch
see-
actual feelings, but
Yeah, I will see like someone like they're like, hey, actually he's
Yeah.
quite nice.
Yeah.
And that's the bad part, because it happens to your friends. But if this person is really very horrible, why will you be their friend?
Yeah,
And then if there's
fair.
something about them that is like make me want to be their friend. I'll be
Correct.
like,
yeah.
why wouldn't I want this person to be my boyfriend? Like,
Yeah,
it's a kind of train
fair.
of thought.
Yes.
So that's why when I like taking platonic friends nowadays, I find, with all my guy friends, I usually meet them as a group. Do you meet any guys one-on-one like your friends?
Very rarely, but have. I think just because, yeah, I just like don't want to give the wrong impression to
It's
the
very
person.
tiring
That,
like that, huh?
yeah, like if I meet one-on-one, then it's like it may give off the wrong impression. Yeah, but then also, okay, so like there's this guy friend that I have that, okay, back then when I first knew him, we were both not attached. Yeah, so I did consider him. Actually, I considered him for very long, but it was more like, wait, did I tell you before?
I think you did.
After that, so sometimes I will hang out with him one-on-one, but also because, okay, one is that I did feel comfortable enough with him. Like, I mean, I think we were like close enough friends to like just hang out. Then, I mean, I was very sure that he wasn't interested in me, so I was just like, whatever. But I also didn't mind giving him the wrong impression if, like, you know, if he reciprocated. Back then lah, you know. And then we also didn't really have like a common group of friends to hang out with. I mean, he was overseas for a while, so like before he left, like we went out to eat. And he came back, we went out to eat. Then like that's all, you know.
Yeah. But now he's attached, right?
But now he's attached. Wasted. I missed my chance. No lah, but I rarely lah.
Next time more active.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I think
for sure.
But what you say like is precisely, I think, even if it's not two sides both like one side usually will have
so
kind
I feel
of
like I feel like in a boy-girl friendship, right? Unless there's y'all just for some reason know that y'all will never be together, maybe just
you're slightly related.
yeah, or like maybe there are very big like religious differences and it's something that you don't want to cross.
Oh, I never thought about that. Yeah. Okay.
Then you will feel a bit more like, okay, like, I think I'll never really like that person or whatever. But I mean, you never know.
Yeah,
but in most cases, I feel like in a boy-girl friendship, somewhere down the line, at least somebody will feel something for the other person. Whether it's like just a fleeting like 好感 or like actually want to ask the other person.
Have you read stories like one side, like it's either the boy or the girl that they're like madly in love with their friend, and then you
no. Yeah,
you need to read more Reddit, man. You need to read more Reddit. Do you watch the show Love, Rosie?
Yes.
They're like that lah.
Wait, but I kind of forgot the plot.
It's their two friends who grew up together, and then he moved to US to be a doctor, and she got pregnant, so she stayed in Ireland.
I remember this. Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like it's that type of situation. Okay, so let me ask you, right? The previous episode we were talking about breaking up and moving on. Yeah. So do you think that you can ever be friends in any capacity with your ex?
No. I mean, at most it's just acquaintance. Like, okay, if I bump into you outside, maybe I'll say hi, but I will mostly just not want to see you. Like, there was like really just recently, I was going to meet my friend at Jewel. Then I was waiting for my friends. I was just walking around. I saw my ex and his wife. And then I just walked the other way because I just didn't want to say hi because also I was alone.
Hey, wait, how old is your ex?
My age, 25 this year.
So young.
In 2023, we're in 2023 now. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he moved on. I was like, I'm out of here. You don't want me? Okay. I'm gonna get married to someone else.
Oh, okay.
Wow,
I'm quite surprised. Okay.
Yeah. So my answer is no. I think just cause it's like, okay, right after the breakup, as much as you want to like remain cordial and like still like, okay, yeah, maybe we can still be friends, the days, weeks, months after the breakup, I think you don't want anything to do with that person. Like, you're trying to move on. So by the time you feel like you have gone to like come to a comfortable enough place of like having moved on, by then you're already a bit like, okay, I don't really know you anymore, and like it's awkward after not talking, and like what are you supposed to talk about?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so true. Already. I think like you know each other so comfortably, right? Yeah. There are some boundaries that you don't really know when to cross, what questions to ask, because it's like you're so comfortable as them as your partner already.
Yeah.
then how close are you going to, even things I feel like how close you're going to sit. Do you find like, so after you break up with someone, right, and then like the first time you sit next to them, you feel kind of like,
I mean, I've never had to be in that place of like
even
close to them,
when
but
you're falling in love with someone and then you got that tension,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
Then
yeah.
when they sit next to you,
yeah,
you
you're like,
got kind of that, like,
no, I would imagine that to
the
be the
breakup
case for,
will be the same because you're kind of
correct.
like,
Yeah, like you're very conscious of
everything
that
you
presence
do,
and everything that you do. Yeah.
So yeah, I think both of my exes also, we were like saying that we must
Let's be
remain
friends,
you know, like all
But
that
let's
kind,
not-
but it never happened.
Yeah.
And I feel like I did feel a bit sad that that there was no friendship after the breakup, because for one of them, it started out as friends, and then you know you have like a mutual friends as well.
Yeah.
So the fact that you actually both of them, we had mutual friends, so the fact that you can no longer hang out as you once were is kind of sad also. But
such is the way of life.
that's just the
That's my conclusion. Like, you win some, you lose some.
that's so true,
Yeah.
because people like to say, oh, you know, after like you if they're not dating yet, then they say that, oh, but if we get together, then what if we lose the friendship? But I'm like, bro, but at this point you already lost the friendship.
Yes. Fair.
Right.
Yeah.
Were you pretending? You already lost the friendship.
So
you might as well just try.
Yeah.
But
It is what it is.
so I do have friends who stay, really tried very hard to stay friends with their ex.
Wow.
And some of them are successful. Some of them, they still keep in contact years later and still talk. But the problem I find with this, where I've observed, right, at least two of my friends, they keep in contact with their ex. The problem is, throughout the years, they find themselves falling back in love with this ex. It's really like, it's really interesting. It's like, you know, you're going like this, right? And then it's like, this person is a bit like, okay, so you first time you break up, then you like, okay, then you go out, but then they are your friends, and then you're like maybe
back.
here, but then as time go by, then you're like that again, then I don't know, maybe it's true love, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it's fate, you know, like they will still end up together, like it was just the wrong time.
So yeah, another one, my this one is one of my husband's friends. She actually got back together with her first love and got married. And have a kid after many years of
like
so I don't know, hard to say that, but that's why I say, right, I don't think you can ever remain platonic friends with your ex. I feel like even if
you know the person so well already, and then like now you're supposed to,
I think sometimes the things that attracted you in the first place, then it will attract you again. Why would it not? Right, why would it not?
Fair, yeah.
So and I feel like, especially, that's very funny. Then do you remember there was this time on TikTok? I think our algorithm very different.
Yeah.
But there was this time do you remember this time on TikTok when people were talking about being named after their father's first love?
No. We just what? You know what's on my TikTok now? All the Hunger Games stuff.
Okay.
And like
I haven't
K-pop.
got a single Hunger Games. Don't spoil my algorithm, Will.
Yeah.
But so there was this trend for
Bro,
they start sending me Hunger Games.
No, but like being named after your dad's first love.
Yeah, so there was this like trend where girls were exposing because of Adam Lavine. Do you remember when Adam Lavine had a side piece named Sumner or something?
Nope.
So the story was Adam Lavine, true story, but he had a side piece, right, called Sumner or something like that, and then his wife at that time was pregnant, and he asked this girl if he should name his new baby after her.
Okay.
And of course everybody was like damn disgusted lah. Like, what the hell, that's really very disgusting.
Yeah.
But it then there was then a trend of people who started to say like, oh, actually, you know what, I was named after my father's first love. And I thought that was so weird.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah. It's like you still want that girl in your, or at least a trace of that girl in your life.
Yeah.
It's very weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you can't get it over. And then I feel like if I ever find out any of my exes name their daughters after me, I'll be like,
Yeah.
I need to call the police.
Like out of all the many names out there in the world, you just had to.
I need a restraining order.
No, not cool. That cannot. That's weird. It's like supposedly you moved on because you're like married, having a kid.
Yeah.
And then you still want to name your like. There are so many nice names in the world.
Yeah.
Just go and pick something else. Like, as much as you can argue that, it's a very meaningful name, very nice name.
There are a lot of names out
But
there
there are
with meaning.
so many other names that you can choose from, so just don't do it. Yeah, no, I think it's weird.
Platonic friends.
Yeah. I don't know. My conclusion is just be friends with girls. Really, all my good friends are like, as in like legitimately like very very good friends.
Mine still mixed like actually. So I had this so my first boyfriend, right, when we were in secondary school, we had a similar group of friends. And so I was like friends with, because we're classmates. So we are all good friends. The day I broke up with my ex, one of his friends texted me and like, I like you, blah 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 blah.
Okay.
And want to be together for all.
Day after.
No, the day off. The day off. So I think it was like maybe the morning, I don't know, but like
the breakup during recess,
I cannot remember what was the whole thing, but then I was
day
like,
off, bro.
oh, okay, cause there was this thing. I think it was like, at night I said wanted to break up or something. Then the next day morning, then he replied like, okay, I'll break up or something like that. So it was like the next day that it happened. Then I'm very upset, so I went to text my friends. Yeah, and then this person,
hey, actually, oh my god. Okay.
Platonic friends.
Yeah. See, even in the friend group, yes, it happens.
Yeah, it happens all the time. Yeah, it's very funny. Okay. But I guess that our conclusion is we do not believe in platonic.
Yeah, actually I think no lah.
Okay, so then if let's say
I mean, if it works for you and you can touch your heart and say like, yeah, we are truly just friends.
Okay, what do you think of this? Okay, will you ever like allow your boyfriend or husband to have a girl best friend?
No eh.
Strictly no.
No eh, I think for me no. I think I should be your best friend. And
okay, like, like me, okay, then after you lah, after you, of course.
Like, but it's because I think about the kind of things that I tell. Okay, firstly, I wouldn't consider myself to have a best friend. I think I just have a few really good friends around me, but there's no like, that one person that I will 100% go to when I'm happy, sad, everything, you know, that kind of thing. I always hang out with that person, like we always go do like fun stuff together, whatever. So the fact that I firstly don't even have a best friend, and then the fact that like I have a few close friends, but and like in these friendships I still share very deeply. Like we really share a very strong like emotional connection and everything.
So it will be very disturbing for you to know.
So I'm like, then if that's the depth of friendship they're gonna have with another girl, I think it will make me feel a bit like insecure. Yeah. So I think it's also a security thing. So I think there are like girlfriends or even boyfriends who feel like they're just very secure and they're fine with like their girlfriend or boyfriend having a best friend of the opposite gender, then just good for them. But I know myself, I know it will make me feel insecure, question, and also just I'm uncomfortable with it. It's like no matter how much I try to rationalize it, I think I cannot find peace with it. Yeah. Okay, and so I think that's just fair. For me.
For me, I think in general I am a very, very open person. And I spill my tea to anybody. Really, honestly, I do. You can ask me like anything, right? I tell you, I guarantee like 99.9% of the time I won't think it's 2 p.m.
I will just tell you.
Unless it involves something very embarrassing about someone else, then I won't say. But cautious. If it's my own thing, right? Like 99% of the things, I'm just gonna spill my own tea. So when I talk to my own girlfriends and I talk to guy friends, right, I'm very similar that way. Like no matter what I will just say. But I think my husband is very aware that I am that type of person. So he's also like, Oh,
Like, okay, it's just her being her.
yeah,
like,
it's
whatever.
really just
yeah, okay.
like how I am. So
Fair.
I think when it comes to me, if he has friends, like very good female friends. Oh, actually, last year I think he went to visit his friend in Bangkok. Yeah, and I was okay with that. I don't have a problem with it. But I can understand where you're coming from. Like, it's really very different. I think our idea of the level of intimacy you're comfortable with. Because for me, I really just spill my own tea to everybody.
Yeah, and then I've come to a conclusion that like I think it's really your own comfort level and nobody can tell you what's right or wrong for you lah. Like I think, cause sometimes I also feel like, oh, am I being too like, is it just me thinking too much or whatever? Which I think sometimes it is. So I mean, just for myself, I know that I just have to be a bit more rational. But if it still doesn't sit right and I'm not comfortable with it, then I also think like nobody can fault you for how you feel about certain things lah. Yeah, but of course if you're being like ridiculous about it, then it's a bit like
Communication.
Yeah, so communication is key. Yeah.
Okay, so that's all we have for today's episode. Do you believe in platonic friendships? Oh. Okay, we'll see you next time. Bye.